We're often told that time heals all wounds, but as many of us in our late 20s, 30s, and 40s have realized, pain doesn't just disappear. It's an architect. It moves in, tears down the old walls of our personality, and rebuilds us into someone entirely different. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt like a stranger to the person you were 5 years ago, you're not alone. Pain, whether it's from a betrayal, a loss, or a traumatic experience, rewires how we think, love, and even how we perceive time. Today, we're diving into 10 unexpected ways pain changes us, featuring real stories from our community. Because understanding the change is the first step to reclaiming your story. Point 1. A deepened sense of time. Psychologists call this temporal fragmentation. You might feel stuck in the past or constantly anxious about a future that hasn't happened yet. A day can feel like a year, or a month can disappear in a blur of survival mode. Point 2. Reading between the lines. Have you noticed you've become a people reading expert? You pick up on a slight shift in someone's tone or a tensed jaw immediately. This isn't just paranoia. It's your nervous system's way of protecting you. You've developed a high emotional IQ, but it often comes at the cost of hypervigilance. Point 3. Complicated relationship with trust. When the people who are supposed to be safe, like family or best friends, hurt us, it creates a trust paradox. You might put up massive walls, or conversely, you might tear them down for a false sense of security, just to feel that childhood joy again. Point 4. Sensitivity to injustice. Because you know what it feels like to be powerless, you likely can't stand seeing others mistreated. You've become an accidental advocate. You're the one who stands up for the new person at work, or the friend who is being manipulated, even when it's uncomfortable. Point 5. The drive to make something meaningful. Think about the grayscale phase. One viewer mentioned they only drew in black and white when they felt numb and alone, but eventually that art became a bridge. Whether it's playing the violin, songwriting, or digital art, pain often forces us to create. Point 6. Rewiring how you love. Pain changes your attachment style. You might love harder to compensate for what you lost, or you might pull away to avoid another heartbreak. The key is realizing that your cautious love is actually a form of self-preservation. Point 7. The freeze response. Sometimes pain doesn't make us sad, it makes us stuck. This isn't laziness, it's a biological shutdown. Your brain is trying to save energy because it's spent so much time in a deadly stress environment. Point 8. Expecting the worst. When you've been through the ringer, your brain starts catastrophizing. You wait for the other shoe to drop. This habit makes it hard to start new projects because your brain says, why bother? It might end in pain anyway.
Point 9. A reluctant relationship with joy. Millennials are the anxious generation. We often feel guilty when we're happy. We think, I don't deserve this, or this won't last. Learning to sit with joy without waiting for a disaster is a major part of the healing journey. Point 10. The capacity to hold space. Because of everything you've survived, you are now a safe harbor for others. You don't try to fix people with toxic positivity. You know how to just sit in the dark with someone. Closing message. Strength isn't about being tough or never crying. As our community member said, healthy or not, this is who I am. True strength is showing up even when you're terrified. It's choosing to add color back to your canvas, even if you start with just one tiny drop. Healing isn't about erasing the cracks. It's about growing through them. Like the plant that grows through a crack in the sidewalk, you are resilient. Call to action. Which of these 10 changes did you recognize in yourself? Does the motivation trap or the grayscale phase feel familiar? Let's talk about it in the comments. Your story might be the light someone else needs today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Psych2Go for more. As always, thanks for watching.